The last phone I used was like iPhone 3.
Oh,
Now it's iPhone 12, I think.
When I first started, I was initially assigned to a campaign that was sales-oriented. It was a bit difficult for me back then because it was hard for me to convince the customer to stay on the line. People were being hesitant of being scammed or being cheated, so that was a difficulty that I faced. Product knowledge was also another difficulty I stumbled upon.
Because I've been lost touch with the relative for quite some time. So my computer literacy is like very low. So I try to my best to like back up with what I forget. So I tend to get some helps from all my peers, get them to teach me and remind me back how to do the Excel sheet and everything. I also handle things emails. I tend to forget how to email. So after that, slowly I tend to like, okay, oh yeah, it's like that, I forget.
My sentence is about 3 years plus. I'm expected to be released in July this year. I told them that I needed a job and I don't want to be just seated in the cell because it's 23 hours in a cell if you are not working. So they saw my behaviour as well and my conduct. So based on that, I was recommended to work. So my working hours are from Mondays to Fridays, 9 to 5:30 approximately. We have our lunch and dinner here. We also have 2 tea breaks. And then during the working hours, I handle calls, I do emails, escalations, and so on.
They also would be taught on certain customer service delivery skills or training that they need to undergo to make sure that they are well equipped and be able to speak confidently with their clients.
We have soft skills training, and before we start, we also have some test call. So we will tend to actually gain more knowledge from our seniors. So they will teach us how to handle these type of difficult patients. They will let us listen to previous call logs that how they handled it before.
I did not expect to pass, honestly. I'm not a very sales-oriented person back then. I didn't thought that I would be a sales-oriented person. But seems like I had always had this drive in me. I didn't know I had such skills in me. Over time, I have gained more experience, and now I'm also someone whom my fellow colleagues can approach to when they have trouble handling their phone calls. I have been also awarded awards such as answering the most number of calls and so on.
It really teach me a lot. Teach me how to prepare myself, even though it's been like so long here. Make me to have my own self-confidence that I can do it. I can lead a better life.
I definitely don't want to put myself in this position again. Under better circumstances, I would want to have this interview elsewhere. But still, it's an exposure for me. I take this positively. Working here, getting to know, this is a connection to the outside world to a certain extent. Speaking to customers, to clients, selling a product, being interviewed. I hope to be able to secure a job long term. This was something I was not able to sustain outside. So if while in prison, I can work for a duration of over a year, I believe I can do better when I'm outside. So I'm going to take this opportunity to change myself and also seek a long-term employment and therefore getting a better future. Customers or clients who sometimes when they call in, they are impressed or they are happy with the customer service that I have actually rendered them, and they would want to buy me lunch. So they will want to ask for my officer's address, which is of course not feasible for me to provide due to the address I'm in. I would thank them immensely for wanting to buy me lunch, but tell them that it's company's policy that I'm so sorry I'm unable to accept such gifts.